Hello friends. Today, we're diving into the beloved 90s sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond. You will see how have the actors of the movie Everybody Loves Raymond changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1996, and what's with them now, in 2025. Now let's get started. Doris Roberts as Marie Barone. Age filming, 71 years old. As the overbearing Barone family matriarch, Doris Roberts was the queen of lulls, doting on her sons, berating her two daughters-in-law and bickering with her husband. Roberts earned 4 Emmys for her work on the series and, like Boyle, had a long list of credits prior to Raymond, including the shows Angie and Remington Steele. Before she died at age 90 in 2016, Roberts kept working. Roberts was twice married and had 1 son, Michael Kanata Jr. Peter Boyle as Frank Barone. Age filming, 66 years old. Peter Boyle had quite the career in the years before Raymond, appearing in Joe, 1970, The Candidate, 1972, Young Frankenstein, 1974, and Taxi Driver, 1976, as well as on and off Broadway, though he never won an Emmy for his work as the patriarch on Raymond. Fans adored him in the role of Ray and Robbie's deadpan, slightly cranky dad, Frank. Shortly after Raymond wrapped, Boyle died of multiple myeloma and heart disease in 2006 at age 71. He is survived by his wife, Lorraine Alterman, and their 2 daughters, Sawyer and Sullivan Sweden as Jeffrey and Michael Barone. Twin brothers Sawyer and Sullivan Sweden along with older sister Madeline Sweden starred as Barone children Jeffrey, Michael and Allie, respectively. The boys were cast on the series when they were just 16 months old and were featured on 142 episodes. Like his older sister, Michael was easygoing and optimistic. He sometimes viewed himself as the superior twin. When the show ended, the brothers chose to remain out of the spotlight until Sawyer died by suicide in 2015. He was 19. In 2019, the Sweden family restored 2 old theaters and dedicated them in Sawyer's name. Now Sawyer Sweden is 30 years old. Ray Romano as Raymond Barone. Age filming, 39 years old. Romano in the role of sportswriter Raymond Barone kept the laughs coming through interactions with his overbearing parents and put-upon wife, Deborah Heaton. The role earned him 1 Emmy and a handful of nominations. However, he's admitted that not every episode was award-worthy. Following Romano's run on the hit show, the Queens-born actor remained a fixture on TV, appearing on Men of a Certain Age, Parenthood, Vinyl, Get Shorty, Made for Love and Bupkis. Romano also voiced Manny in the Ice Age film series and appeared in The Big Sick, 2017, and Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, 2019. Before his appearance in Greg Berlanti's 2024 film Fly Me to the Moon, he wrote, directed and starred in 2022's Somewhere in Queens. Opposite Laurie Metcalf, he shares 4 children: Alexandra, Matthew, Gregory and Joseph, with wife Anna Romano. Now he is 68 years old. Andy Kindler as Andy. Age filming, 40 years old. Andy Kindler played Andy, a fellow sportswriter and colleague of Ray Barone. His character often appeared in scenes at the office, where Ray worked. Kindler brought his signature dry wit and neurotic charm to the role, adding some subtle. Andy David Kindler is an American comedian and actor. Was a regular guest on Late Show with David Letterman, a contributor to The Daily Show, and has performed on HBO. Kindler frequently performs as a voice actor in animated television series from producer Lauren Bouchard, including roles on Dr. Katz, Home Movies, and the recurring character of Mort the Mortician on Bob's Burgers. Now he is 69. Katherine Hellman as Lois Whalen. Age filming, 67 years old. The legendary Katherine Hellman played Lois Whalen, Deborah Barone's mother, on Everybody Loves Raymond, and what a perfect bit of casting that was. Lois was the polar opposite of Marie Barone, Ray's mom. Where Marie was overbearing, nosy, and judgmental in that very blunt, passive-aggressive way, Lois was more refined. Hellman, of course, was already a TV icon before Everybody Loves Raymond, known for her roles as Jessica Tate on Soap and Mona Robinson on Who's the Boss. She died February 23, 2019 at age of 89. Patricia Heaton as Deborah Barone. Age filming, 38 years old. Heaton played Deborah on the sitcom, A hard-working mom who just couldn't see eye to eye with her in-laws. Though she had a soft spot for her brother-in-law, Robert, Brad Garrett, she won back-to-back Emmys for her performance in 2000 and 2001. After Raymond's end, Heaton joined actor Kelsey Grammer on Fox's Back to You before finding a new home on the small screen as an overworked mom on ABC's The Middle. Then as a mom pursuing medical school on CBS, Carol's Second Act, which inspired the title of her 2020 book, Your Second Act, Inspiring Stories of Reinvention. Since 1990, Heaton has been married to British actor David Hunt, with whom she has 4 sons. Now she is 67 years old. Brad Garrett as Robert Barone. Age filming, 36 years old. As Raymond's slightly less beloved big brother Robbie, a New York City cop, Garrett earned lots of laughs with his "woe is me" attitude and comebacks to his mom and dad, with whom he lived for much of the series. Like his co-stars, Garrett scored several Emmy nominations and took home 3 trophies. Following Raymond, he appeared on Till Death and other series, including Single Parents, High Desert and Not Dead Yet. He's done a fair amount of voice work for Disney, too, though he's also known for his stand-up. After finalizing his divorce from his first wife, Jill Diven, with whom he shares 2 kids, Maxwell and Hope Garrett wed actress Isabel Kella in November 2021. Now he is 65.
Monica Horan as Amy McDougal. Born January 29, 1963. Monica Horan joined the cast slightly later as Robbie's girlfriend, and later wife, Amy McDougal at the age of 33. Like sister-in-law Deborah, Amy couldn't win with her future in-laws, sparking a bond between the two over the sheer absurdity of the Barones. Following the show's end in 2005, she appeared on Enlightened, The Bold and the Beautiful, The Middle and Better Things. Horan is married to Raymond creator Philip Rosenthal. Together, they have 2 sons. Now she is 62.
John Manfrotati as Johnny. Age filming, 43 years old. John Manfrotati played Johnny on Everybody Loves Raymond, another one of Ray Barone's close buddies from work in the neighborhood. Johnny was a plumber by trade, and his character often brought that blue-collar, rough-around-the-edges vibe to the group. Now he is 72. Tom McGowan as Bernie Grunfelder. Age filming, 37 years old. Tom McGowan played Bernie Grunfelder on Everybody Loves Raymond. Bernie was one of Ray's friends, part of that familiar trio along with Johnny and Andy. Bernie was the more sensible and calm member of the group, kind of the straight man to Gianni's goofy antics and Andy's neurotic rambling. He was married to Linda. Thomas McGowan, born July 26, 1959, is an American actor. He first became known for his stage career both on and off Broadway. In 1991, he was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play and the Drama Desk Award for Outstanding Actor in a Play for his Broadway debut performance in La Bête. In 2011, McGowan was chosen to step into the role of the Wizard in Wicked on Broadway. Now he is 66. Georgia Engel as Pat McDougal. Age filming, 48 years old. Absolutely, Georgia Engel played the delightfully soft-spoken and sweet Pat McDougal on Everybody Loves Raymond, and she was just perfect in that role. Pat was Amy's mom, Amy being Robert Barone's eventual wife, and she was a gentle, kind-hearted woman with a super quiet voice and a calm demeanor. She and her husband, Hank McDougal, played by Fred Willard, made for an incredibly quirky couple. Their over-the-top wholesomeness clashed hilariously with the chaotic Barone clan. Before Everybody Loves Raymond, she was already famous for playing Georgette on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, another sweet, naive character, and she just had a knack for making you laugh without ever raising her voice or even seeming to try too hard. She died April 12, 2019 at age of 70. Fred Willard as Hank McDougal. Age filming, 63 years old. Fred Willard played the wonderfully oddball Hank McDougal, Amy's father. On Everybody Loves Raymond, Hank was ultra-conservative, deeply religious, and rigidly moralistic, but in the most hilariously awkward, clueless, and judgmental way possible. He and his wife, Pat, played by Georgia Engel, represented this squeaky clean, ultra-polite, borderline sheltered worldview that clashed constantly with the blunt, sarcastic, loud chaos of the Barones. Fred Willard was already a comedy legend from Best in Show to Anchorman. He died May 15, 2020 at age of 86. Madeline Sweden as Ali Barone. Age filming, 5 years old. Like her brothers, Madeline played one of the Barone children, the oldest daughter of Ray and Deborah. She was good-natured, altruistic and, sometimes, stubborn. Appearing on 206 episodes, she has worked steadily since the show ended, popping up on TV shows like Grey's Anatomy and Lucifer. Sweden, 34, is an interior designer with a degree from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. Madeline is married to Sean Dury, whom she started dating in 2014.